Hello and welcome. My name is Paula, Digital Granny. If you are new to me, let me know that you're new by dropping a hey, how are you? And where you're watching from. I go over today, we're actually going to talk about making money from your phone. If you want to learn how to make money from your phone, this might be for you. I will go over this and you'll know exactly what this is about within the next half hour. So if you could spare a half hour, then you might be interested in learning how this is indeed possible. I do this from my phone. I spend about 2 to 3 hours a day on my, well, not on my phone, but you do this in about 2 hours a day, and you should spend an hour learning. So, and we'll just go through this. Okay. So before I get started, I always have to show you this. My hair is stuck in my earrings. I'm a hot mess. I'm a homeschooling mom. If you don't know this, let me quickly show you this. This is what we call an income disclaimer. We're not guaranteeing anything because we can't guarantee. That would be silly. So if you want a screenshot, you can in 3, 2, 1. So before I get started, I will show you behind the scenes because that's what this is. I go behind the scenes and walk you through kind of like the community, my community. You get to see inside. It's not just, kind of just me hanging out talking. I actually show you stuff. Okay. So let's get into this. I'm going to share my screen. And if you don't know anything about me and you've never heard my story, hold on a second here. What's going on? Share screen. Wake up. There it is. There it is. Okay. Let me share my screen. And do I need audio? Maybe. I don't know if I need audio. Okay. So let's go. This is our, and let me make it bigger. This is our main community. There are 53,000 of us that do what I do. We work from our phones. Okay. So some of these wins made 300 sale today while I was watching someone else's live. That's funny. So what do? Let me back up the cart for a second. Wins are spiritual, financial, physical, anything that anybody deems to be a win. But let me switch gears for a second. I'm going to let you know what it is that we do so you can decide whether this is or isn't something for you. So this, as you can see, is the 2-hour workday. It is based on 2 hours. We create content. So if you don't know my story, the quick story is I suffered a mini stroke. My husband never showed up. He left a family of 5 of us, 4 homeschool. Well, one was an adult, 3 homeschoolers, an adult son, and me. And then I started doing the dash. And then unfortunately, it's windy out there. I probably should pull down my umbrella. Nothing like real live drama. No, it's okay as long as it doesn't get too windy, because then I will have to jump up and go. But 2 hours, we create content. This is not rocket science. I love this. So if you're looking for a way to make money online from your phone, work from home, whatever the need is, that was my need. This is more than I could have ever asked for, prayed for, thought about, because I didn't know that we could actually take an educational program and resell it. How do we do it? We basically create little teaser trailers in our content. We create little videos. Now I'm going live because I enjoy going live. I like sharing. I like teaching. I like helping people to understand. Marissa, it's going to storm. Hey, Marissa. I don't know if you're still in here, but hello. I just saw it. I didn't know it was going to storm. And I'll hang out for about a half hour, and then I'll run out there and I'll put the umbrella down. Okay. Hey, so it is based on content. We create content. I create 6-7 second videos and I post those. Sometimes they're 15 seconds. I have fun in my content, and then I'll create a 1 minute, 2 minute video where I'm actually just talking about this. I've been doing this for a year. I love what I do. I create content. So we learn in our program how to actually do the what to do. So we post free ads as well. I don't do that anymore. I don't do the posting of the free ads, and I'll tell you why, because I go live. So our this is the framework right here for starting, okay? Create 3 pieces of content, pick a platform. You also get to be a part of my community. My community is very small, very close knit, and I actually do a Zoom meeting every single Thursday. So this week I already did it, but I get together with anybody who is in my community and I help you and I hone in and we talk about creating content. We talk about, it depends. Sometimes I can do hot seats and put somebody on a hot seat or whatever and go through content. So you have basically the opportunity to work very closely with me in that very first month. There's also a community of, as I just showed you, 53,000 people. I'm going to go into that after. I will show you everything. Okay. If you have questions, ask me here or send me an email. When you go to Granny's right here, that is my automated system. Everybody gets an automated system. So I love the whole framework of this. Okay. I love everything about it. I celebrated my best week, which was 3.6K in a week, which to me is mind blowing. Okay. Just the other day, I had $1,800 in 8 hours. 18. Do you understand something? Let me just explain something to you. For those of you that are new to me, I was doing the dash. I was bringing kids with me, working 40 plus hours. Now I don't do that. $1,800 in a month. We were not surviving. I was just putting the gas in the car to pay the rent. So if you know what it's like to struggle, that's where we were. I share it because you know what? You got to understand where I came from. We were left and I was left to struggle because he had the income and we didn't. I didn't. So when we started doing the dash, it wasn't taking care of everything. 40-hour work week job does not take care of everything. For a lot of people, it leaves people struggling. And that's where I was. So when this came, I didn't think it was real. I didn't know if I could do it. I was a skeptic and I was like, man, it's going to cost money. But the money part of it wasn't the hang up. I was just more like, is it real? Does it work? Can I do it? As a homeschooling mom, I can answer yes to all of it. I've been in 4 days. I've been doing this for a year, working from my phone, creating content. I absolutely love what I do. So in the content, you pick one social media platform and you're going to conquer it. You're going to be the pro at it. You will learn it. So I started on TikTok. I also started on here on YouTube because I love YouTube. I love YouTube. It's like probably my favorite platform out of all the platforms. TikTok for a different reason. And I would suggest TikTok too, or YouTube Shorts, because shorts are really good, really good. And we post. So when somebody goes on your content and they say, hey, what is this? How do you get more information? You direct them to the sales machine. This machine does all the heavy lifting. When I get on here, I explain, I share my story. I talk about some of the wins. That's what I do. I'm really not selling you a marker. Yes, I do promote programs, but that's not like our focus is letting you know that, hey, this changed my life. It saved my kids and I. It was an answer to prayer that I had been praying. I didn't know we could do this. I didn't know that I could actually create an income by following a program that taught me how to do it, that taught me how to make the content, that taught me just basically how to create content. And I learned marketing skills. I learned to make my own community. So I just did that 5 months ago. And I monetized it. And I monetized, like I have 2 affiliates and I put those links inside of my descriptions on these videos. Man, I don't touch them. Do you understand that that is passive income? I'm looking into a brand deal with somebody. I've had 3 people reach out to me about brand deals for wearing jewelry. And I'm like, do I want to do that? I didn't know when you create content, doors open to you just because you show up and you're you. I didn't know this stuff. So this is where you start. Okay. So I'm looking into a brand deal right now with a jewelry company. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. I haven't decided. I got to go do the research. So this is what we start. Okay. Now the brand deal, what? So I'm going to go live. I'm going to create a video and put up a piece of jewelry on, maybe mention it or whatever. I don't know. But do you see that option wasn't there before and now it is? So it is amazing to me. A friend of mine in this has 5 brand deals. Now I don't know if it's her coffee, but she has a coffee, like either brand deal or she created coffee, or I don't know how, like she's selling coffee. I don't know, but I know that she has 5 brand deals and it's crazy to me that we can do this kind of stuff. So I just wanted to share that. That's the 2 hours. If you are willing to learn to create content, willing to learn and willing to work, these are the necessities to building a successful way to make money online from your phone. This is what I do. So, okay. Now, let's get back to, let me screen share. Okay. Make me smaller. This is our community. I told you guys I show you in behind. So it's called Digital Growth Community. These are some of the wins. There is actually a webinar on right now. And it's too late to get into it, but we have webinars. If you've ever gone to Granny's down here, my automated system, I send out newsletters and you can attend any of those webinars. They are free to attend. It kind of gives you a more insider scoop. Okay. When you go there, this is what shows up. When you go to Granny's Getting Paid, this is my landing page or capture page. You want this. Let me explain to you why this is important in business. You're looking for a way to make money online, right? We focus on mastering a 2-hour workday because we're just creating content. This is not hard. It's made for beginners. So when you have this enables you to do less work. Why? Because this right here is like, does all the selling, does all the heavy lifting. When somebody puts their email in, then this pops up. This is from the founder, and she explains in detail what this is. And then if you're like, okay, I'm interested, I want to get started. You click on the pink button, takes you to my actual website. Inside here, inside of my website are the programs. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Janny? Oh, you're very welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So these are the programs. This is my actual website. Okay. Now you can get started for as low as 55, I believe. Well, I want to go back up. So Legacy is the $900 program. 4 programs, 9, 6, 3, and 1. Now I'll come back to that in a minute. You can scroll through this. You'll see me. You'll see 3 of my 5 because the other 2 are adults. And then you can read all this at your own time. There are testimonials. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see the 6, the 3, and the 1. Now the 9 is at the top. That is our number 1 selling one, because if you don't come in on that one, you can't promote that one. How it works is whatever one you choose to come in on, you can promote that one and the ones underneath it. So if you come in on the 9, then you have 4 different income streams. I was going to start at the 1 and I didn't understand. So as soon as she said, all you can promote is the 1, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not interested. So I purchased the 9. I started at the 9. There are plans. The 9 is only 55. I think it's 55 and change a month. And then there's a one-time $39 website fee. One time. That's it. There is no monthly fees. We actually, when we sell one of these, okay, it is 100% profit. So when I get a $900 customer, 100% goes to me, not to anybody else. This is my business. It would be your business. Okay. So let's get into this is the main community. You get access to this within 24 to 48 hours. You can go through all these things, but I like to share some of the wins. Just hit 39,000 in her first 10 months. Last July, she didn't even know what a digital product was. So I don't talk about it as a digital, it is a digital product. They're programs though, right? Educational programs that teach you step by step how to make money online by starting your own business, creating content, and you learn marketing skills. That's the basis of this. We learn marketing skills. We're turning around and reselling educational programs. I didn't know you could do this. That's like my kids. They're homeschooled, but their education is online. So I pay every month for them to actually access that education. Well, it's from 2023. They're reselling to the next set of students that education. So we are doing the same thing. The difference is this is live and interactive, as well as she's adding to our program all the time, like all the time. So if you purchase the legacy, then you get to be mentored inside by her. Every Tuesday, she does a Zoom meeting. Now I do mine on Thursday, so they don't clash. And there's other mentoring. Now, if you choose any of the other programs, there still is mentoring. It's just not the same. I'm a big fan of legacy because, man, when you get $900 customer, that changes things. I only need two to match what I was doing the dash. Now I get more than two, obviously, but I just had like 4 in 4 days. I had 4 customers in 4 days. So you're building a business. It is a step by step. It's not overnight. It's not a get rich overnight thing. Can you make money? I've been living off this is my bread and butter for a year. If I can do this as a homeschooling mom from my phone, a prior dasher, anybody can do this. You just have to be willing to learn and willing to work. Those are the two things. We can be certified. It's a new thing for us. I am certified. I have it, but it's not a necessity to start. Okay. It's just something we added in. Now, Christina is doing amazing. 4,500 on vacation, because that automated system, that this right here, like my website. So you go there, you get more information. My first customer was last August, and he purchased, and I never talked to him, never got on the phone, never answered any texts. He just got through he went to Granny's, got the information, got all the details, and then was able to purchase and start. I love it. It's just like that. That's why you want something automated. If a business is not automated, they're losing out because they're not working 24 hours around the clock. Who's doing that, right? Most people are not working 24 hours around the clock, or at least I would hope not. So another one, 2,300 with automations. What I didn't understand at all how important it is to actually have that. But now I get it. I can go to sleep. I woke up the other day to a sale. She purchased was it a guy? I think it was a guy. And that one was, oh man, I know it was in the middle of the night. I think it might have been around 3:30. Was it 3:30? I can't remember, but I know I woke up to a sale, and oh my gosh. Hey, Jacob. Hold on, guys. Sorry. It's really windy. Hey, come here for a second. Fast. Hurry. Like 14 years old. I say hurry, and he walks. Go outside and put the umbrella down. Don't be slow. Something just hit the window. Why is the rake out there? Anyway, let's get back to this. I want to. No, not you. The rake hit the window, and I was like, okay. So, yes, this is an opportunity. Shh, I know it's getting windy. Hurry up and pull the umbrella down before it flies away. What? It's getting windy. The rake just hit the window, love. Okay. So we call these dings. Sorry. This is a lifestyle business. Did I say that? Wow. I don't know if are you saying wow because it is that windy? It is that windy. I guess a storm is coming in. Is it Janny? I don't know how to say your name. Is it Janny? A soft G? So we call these dings. My son, where are you going? Oh, both boys are something else. Boys are something else. Anyways, these are what we call. Okay, Mama's still doing a live. Okay, it's okay. So these are dings. We call these dings. Now, when I was doing the dash, we called them dings too. We sat there until we got a ding, but this is a much better ding. Now, this is a 900 ding before 9 a.m. So somebody else. This is global. So I want you to understand that anybody can do this anywhere in the world. This is available in Jamaica. It's available in South Africa. It's available in UK, Canada, US. I am a Canuck. If you don't know that about me, I'm a Canadian and I live in Texas. I actually am able to live and work in both places. So the $900 ding, thankful is an understatement. For sale, $1,550 in a week. Yes, because these are not like dollar store. Let me explain something to you. These are not dollar store products, okay? We're not selling a dollar store item. I have 2 shops, and I don't think I'm allowed to say the word, so it's an e-shop. We'll just call it E. And I made digital products before I found this, okay? Before God brought this to me. So my little, my mic hit. My little products that I have are like $3 and $4. Do you know how many customers I need to have in order to see like a $900 day or a $900 month? It would be hundreds of customers. We're not doing that. That's low. That's why if you look at that number here, 1550, and you're like, how? Well, because these are programs, they're educational programs. So they're valuable, they're important. They're teaching people how to make money online by starting a little online business that resells education. So it's awesome. Okay. So these pages are out there all the time. Now that's the website. Hold on. And Legacy, actually, the Legacy, which has all 4 of them, is about 55 and change per month, and the $39 one-time website fee. So it is affordable, very affordable. This page is out there working for you. They make the website. We don't do that. They made the programs. We don't do that. When I say it's the most beginner-friendly opportunity out there, there is nothing that I have ever seen that even comes close. And it's not going anywhere. The founder is amazing. She started this. Ganny. Oh, grandma and great grandma. Instead of being called grandma, they call me Ganny. Ganny instead, like Ganny instead of granny. I love that. I'll never forget it now because I'll be thinking granny. Ganny. I love it. Welcome. Nice to meet you. So this is out there working for you. This is out there working for you. This is out there working for you. Now, it doesn't come like this. It actually is very generic. So in my community, I walk people through how to make it more personal. So I wanted people to see me and not just some people. Now, it will come just generic. So you can change it, and I would highly suggest you do, but you don't have to do it like right away. And I walk you through it step by step, how to do that. Texas. Listen, I'm in Texas too. I love Texas, by the way. I do. I love Texas. Now, I don't know how far that is from me. I've been here for a while. We were talking about it the other day. I think I've lived in Texas for 8 years now. So does that make me a Texan? What we do in my videos, I actually use a call to action. And at the end of every video, I will say, drop a yeehaw if you want to know more info, right? And I think I was just born to live in Texas. So I love Texas. Okay, now that's the main community. Let me quickly show you my community. My community, I told you, very small because it is a private paid community. but I get to soak into the people that come in here because I give everybody access for a month. The focus is, it's considered central. Okay, so I am northeast, close to Arkansas, close to Louisiana. I'm in the Arklatex area. So inside here, my actual focus is for small businesses, but because this is your own business, it is my own business, I do help out people. So inside of my classroom has different things, okay? But there is a legacy part right here, and I highly suggest newbies go through this. And it's just something that's in one place, and stuff that I learned in the past year that I think is very important for everybody. Let's see, I tell you, I walk you through how to change it. But I have a meeting every single Thursday, and whoever shows up for that gets pretty close to like working with me very closely. Let's just say very closely working with me. So that is a benefit to what I do and what I offer people. I didn't have that when I started. It's not something that you have to offer other people. It's just something that I do. And I like to share that. So that is, and if you have a business, then I teach people in here, I have some faith freebies, but I also teach people about logos and slogans and creating videos, how to do them. So it's kind of like a hub for small business, and it benefits the people that purchase a program from me because they are really, in essence, they are starting their own small business, but it's with done for you programs and step-by-step beginners. Okay, so that's that. Here is where my actual products are, like the programs. It's on a different platform. So there's all the programs. I'm a licensed reseller. Here, the exclusive bonuses. Everybody, why does it look different like that? Anyways, so there's a faceless marketing. That's, everybody asks about that kind of stuff. That's faceless. There's mindset. There's 30-day market strategy growth. And there's 200, everybody gets these. Everybody, doesn't matter which program you start with. So those are all in there, and that's just where you go. And I don't always go in there and show that, but that is there. Because those are the programs. This is the main community, and then you have all those pages. Now, let me hide this, and let me go back over here. So again, I'm just going to go over a couple things, and I'm going to jump off of here. So those are the 4 programs. Each one of them teach you marketing skills. I cross out the 100. I don't want you to have a website built for you like my website with one program. I think that's silly. Also, if you want to hear live, like not live, testimonials, well, you would hear live testimonials if you were in the webinar. So anytime that the founder has a webinar, I send out a newsletter and I share that a couple days before it's going to happen. And in the future, I'm probably going to start doing my own webinars, just because you learn and you build this, and you can learn that you can do more, and I like that idea of actually helping people and just teaching them myself, which is why I go live. So 4 programs. I don't support the launch. I don't promote it, support it. It's there. Now, the daily pay, the daily digital mastery, and the legacy. Those ones, my number one and our number one is the 9. I've never sold a 6. I've never sold a 3. I thought about this the other day, and I actually went through, and I have all my stuff on an Excel spreadsheet. I'm kind of crazy like that. And I was like, what percentage? And I only have a handful of hundreds. Everything else is the 9. So when people talk about this, if you've ever heard anybody talk about legacy and they say that is the number 1 selling program, I can attest to that, because that is the one that I sell the most of. Because people, my idea is that people probably want to see the same thing. So if you don't come in on the 9, then you can't promote the 9. Can you come in on the 6 or the 3? Absolutely. You can also upgrade. So I'm not a big fan of that, but if you want to, you can. Okay, you have 30 days. Put it down, write it down that you have 29. So if you come to me on day 30 and like, oh, Paula, I want to upgrade. And then I'm like, thank God, because this is your last day. You would have to pay the $39 website fee again, which is kind of why I'm like, do you want to do that? I don't. No, for me, my answer is no. You can start that one on a monthly as low as 55 per month. I think it's 55 and change. And then the one-time $39 website fee. Now, if anybody is here that would want to start right now, I would reimburse the 39 if you started right now. But that's only while I'm on the live and only right here, right now, because I am going to start to probably do little, I usually do it in my newsletters, but every now and then I think I'm going to just, I either throw in an extra coaching call, throw in one coaching call, or I do different things. Okay. So today, if you wanted to start today, I will, as soon as your thing is processed, reimburse that 39, but I'll only do it while I'm on the live. There are no monthly fees. There is no monthly fees at all. And sometimes I think she probably should do monthly fees because what you get is so much more than just a program. In all seriousness, like once I sell a program, I don't make anything else. That's it. Like it's done. Like I'm not a boss. I'm not an employee. That's it. How much out of pocket right now with you? How much out of pocket? I was in profit mode after I had my first customer. I've been doing this for a year. I love what I do. And I've had $900 days. I have $900 days. I have just the other day, I had 2 customers within 8 hours. So that was $1,800. So I'm not anything out of pocket. I purchased the 9. I did the 39. At the time when I did it, it was $29 website fee. So I paid the 29. There's 2 small little tiny things like the website. So I don't know if I can say who that's with. I think we have to be careful of names, brand names. So Go and Daddy. Okay. That's where I went to, and that's where we suggest. And you purchase a website. So it depends if you've ever used them before. I think mine was $10 for the year. And then professional. Yeah. Yes, that's why I say the best option that I've seen is the 55 per month. And then I would tell you get up and running right away. And the 39 is the one time. But if anybody decides they want to start now while I'm on this, then when that is processed, I will turn around and reimburse the website. I'll cover the website. So the 2 small things are professional email and the website, and that's it. That's all. That's why I love this. So the other thing is that I like people to consider is that I'm working 2 hours up here. If you chose down here, you're still doing the same amount of work. This is not a 9 to 5, and people got to come out of that line of thinking. And it really is something we were brought up with, thinking I have to do 9 to 5. My dad is still convinced. I'm like, Dad, like, do you understand? Like, I try to explain this to my father. Okay. Well, if you go through Granny's, I will see it. And then I'll let you know that I see that. And then I'll be in touch with you as soon as I get off of here. Okay. If you want to do that, go through Granny's. And then the very top one, as you'll see, and then I would suggest, I will email you as soon as that comes through. And then we'll do that. I'll send that back to you right away. Okay. What else? Oh, my dad. So I'm talking to my dad, right? And I say to my dad, Dad, I'm building a business. This is like last year. And he's like, what kind of business? And he came from like a union kind of setting, electrician, working, being self-employed, but actually being part of a union for a long time. And he was like, how is that even real? You got to think about, he's in his 70s. Okay. I'm like, Dad, the times have changed. He won't even He won't even, do you know how some people can pay with their phone? I'm not a big fan of paying with your phone, but my son does it. He'll walk around with his phone and walk up and pay for stuff. I'm like, I'm not comfortable with that. But my dad's like, I'm not paying for stuff online. I'm like, Dad, you gotta kind of, you're missing out. You're missing out if you're not like heading towards that. And I do these videos and I'll say, if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, just because I want to call out an age range, right? 40, 50, 60s, and you're not making money from your phone. Why not? Because it's like step by step. We choose a program, we start and we learn. And I have built an entire like online income from my phone. And now I get to help other people. And it is an answer to a prayer for me and my kids because I needed a way. And I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. So anyways, those are the programs. It is not work more, not that kind of mentality. You know what I mean? We choose one platform, post on the platform. You like this platform? Then stay on this platform, start creating the shorts. And then I can teach you how to do like a little video that you can post. YouTube is different. And I will say this, YouTube is different than any other platform. It is the slower roll. If you want a quicker roll, I would tell you FB, or I would tell you TikTok, because TikTok, when you go live on TikTok, sometimes you can get in front of a lot of people really quickly. Other times it's a little slower. It really just depends, but you want 0 followers. If you've never had a YouTube channel or you have only a few things on your YouTube, I'd probably take a look at it and then decide, yeah, you could just start posting content. And you're just doing short videos. I mean, right away too. Like, we're not waiting. We're not sitting there learning. This is a learning and earning opportunity, and I'm here to help you get going. So I'm over my 30 minutes. Awesome. Now, okay. So if anybody wants to start, Granny. I keep thinking Ganny, like Granny. Ganny is starting now. So you will get, you'll have that video. Let me show you, walk you through this. So anybody else that wants to start right now while I'm live, I will cover the website. Okay. Wherever that is, where is that? Anybody that starts with the Legacy 2.0 right now while I'm live, I will cover the website. I will reimburse that back. Okay. But it's only while I'm live. So I will walk you through how to get started. And then I also send you an invitation to my community. So you will see a few separate emails come in. You have got to choose what works for you, but I'm only offering this on the Legacy 2.0 if you want to start right now while I'm live. And then I will reimburse that when they process that. Okay. When they process that, I will send you back this. Okay. That's just like a little bonus. Okay. Now, what happens when you go screen share this? What happens is when you go there and you put your email in there, this page pops up. That's the founder. She goes through this, and then you click on the pink button, and then you click on this one, and then you just fill it out. Now, I can't show you because it'll pull up all my stuff. So I can't show you that. But what I will say is you go to the green, and then you'll see the one that starts with the K. Okay, right there in pink, you'll see it. And I think the most affordable one is 55. And the 39 is not part of the plan that is available. Okay, that is separate. Let me explain to you why, so that you understand. That 39 goes to the company because we make 100% profit. So when you get a customer of the 9, the 6, the 3, or the 1, and I would tell you, don't just do exactly like I do. Do not promote the 1. Okay, don't do it. Just, there's so many reasons why I suggest do not promote the 1. Don't do it. Just, I'll explain it to you inside the community, or I'll talk about it more if you have questions about that. But don't do that. Now, the 39 goes directly to the company. That's how they actually make their money. And to me, this is like a no-brainer. And of course, you're not doing it for free, right? So 39 is reasonable, beyond reasonable. And then the program goes directly to you. So when you get your customer, it goes directly to you. Nobody else, goes directly to you, which is what I love. Like, there's no in between. There's nothing. That's why the 39 is not part of the 9. But like I said, if you decide to get started while I'm live, I will send you back and reimburse you that 39. Okay. But that's only while I'm live. And then, so you would go choose that, go through the steps, do that. And then I send like a welcome email, and you will also get notification from the community and where our programs are. You have to give these guys 24 to 48 hours. Whatever email you enter into mine, make sure it's good. Make sure all your information matches up so they can add you give you access to the main community. And it takes 24 to 48 hours. Now mine, I will send you an invite to mine right away. So you can be on the lookout for that right away. Okay. And you can get in here. Well, I don't have a 24, 48 hour. I had a lot more people in here, and I switched it to paid, and I took out a lot of people for different reasons. I didn't want to have a whole bunch of free people in there kind of soliciting is what was happening, because we're on a platform called School. So people could just, if it was open to everybody was coming in, and then people were saying, hey, so-and-so is messaging me. And I was like, I don't want to deal with that. So I just switched the whole setup of that. And I love it so much more. Plus I know who's in there. I know everybody. And I don't like having people that I don't know. So that's why I did it. And does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions before I jump off of here? Because it is lunchtime for these kiddos. And anyways, so if you want to get started, I'll give you guys about 10 minutes. If you start within the next 10 minutes, so by 12, I'll give you to 12:30. If you are not inside, if I don't see it come through by 12:30, then I will not, that offer doesn't stand, okay? So it's only during this live. And if you guys are watching this later, and you missed the live, sorry, but it's only for the people that are in here right now. If you watch this later, which a lot of people do, drop a replay in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from, and join me on the lives. I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This may change, so always check my main page and just go and look and see what the times are. I will always update it. I try to just stick to the same plan. On occasion, I may not be able to go live on occasion, and if I don't, there's no real way to like let you know. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, I hang out for roughly a half hour, and that's it. Okay. Half hour. I answer questions. This is the time to ask me. I have so much, on TT. I do a live, but we're very restricted in what we can do. I used to show people behind the scenes, but I don't do it on there anymore because I kept getting in trouble. And I was like, this is silly. And I love YouTube. I'm at freedom to answer questions, freedom to go and show you, freedom to walk you through things. Okay. So guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Again, drop a hi if you're new to me. I want to know who you are. I like to know who's new and who's watching, where you're watching from. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you guys, and have a wonderful day.